Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my bullet journal setup. So the first page is the cover page and I made this and I've uploaded the video. Next is my bucket list where I wrote my goals and things I want to do. Next is the birthday dates and here I'll be writing all the dates so I can prepare gifts and cards in time. Next, I've got 2 pages for important dates and for different places. So one is for home, the other one is for school. Then I've got a budget tracker. So suppose I buy markers, I will write the date, the item, and then the amount. And at the end of the year, I will just write the total amount I spent. Then I've got an assignment tracker. So here, suppose I get an assignment, I'll write the subject, assignment in 1 or 2 lines, and then the grades or marks I got. I designed all these pages by myself on Canva. And then I got a rate my day tracker where I've got a color code and I'll fill according to the month and date. Suppose I got a 4-star day, so I'll fill it on a desired date and month. And I made a marker tracker to keep track of all the markers I'm using in these trackers. Then I've got an anxiety tracker and we use it in the same way as I use my rate my day tracker. Then I got a dream tracker, a weather tracker in which I drew the symbols by myself. You can get them printed, but I wanted to draw them. I've cut the dates I don't need. Then I've got a reading tracker and I've used shades of pinks for this. Then a Shark Week tracker. I wanted to use all reds, but I did not have those many reds. Then a timetable. So suppose I need to study for Olympiads and the color is yellow. So I just colored a box below that day so that I just have to keep track that I have to study Olympiad on that day. There's no specific time, but it's just that I have to get that done. Next, I've got the January cover page and the theme, as you can see, is related to cats. So I'm going to show you what 1 month consists of. I'm going to be making a video of designing these pages on Canva soon. Then I've got a calendar page with objective of the month and notes, and in the rectangle at the top I'll be writing anything related to the theme. I've decorated it a bit. Then I've got a mood tracker and I'll be using the same marker tracker. I'm going to make a marker tracker for this as well, and I'm going to be choosing a color code. If I'm happy, I'll take any shape and I'll fill that. Then I've got a study tracker which I'm going to be using in the same way as my mood tracker. Then I got the habit tracker. So basically here I wrote my habits and I'm going to color at the rectangle and write the habits there. If I exercised on, suppose, the first Thursday, so I'm just going to color that with the same color. Next, I've got a study tracker and I'll use it in the same way as my habit tracker. Now here I've made 2 types of study tracker and I've got 8 subjects here. You can make it according to the number of subjects you got, and I like this tracker I made on my own more, so I'm going to be using it for most of the months. It's used in the same way but you just have to make a small circle there instead of making boxes. Next, I've got a highlight of the day. So I'm going to write the dates and make a line with my marker or highlighter or brush pen and write the most important part of the day. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to make this till 31st. Now here it's tomorrow's goal. I'm going to use it in the same way, but here the dates are already written. I'm going to be using shades of brown because my favorite are brown cats. Then here I got a study per subject where I'm going to record the time I studied the most important subjects to me: maths, science and SST, and I am tracking all this in minutes. But suppose you want to track these things in hours, that's also perfectly fine, and I've got that till 180 minutes or 3 hours, and I'm going to be marking the amount of time I spend studying in these subjects every day. And suppose I didn't study, I'm just going to leave it empty. Next, I've got a sleep tracker. So the first 12 to 11 is PM. The next 12 to 11 is AM. So here I'll just track the time I slept from the time I started to the time I finished. Next, I've got a badminton practice. So here at the end of each week, I'm just going to write an overall review of my badminton improvements, my goals for next week, practice duration, matches and my scores. Then I got a biography tracker. So after I'm done finishing a chapter, I'm going to write the name of the chapter and then I'm going to write the date when I started reading it and the day I finished. Then I got a habit bingo where it's like a bingo and it's got my habits. So every time I do that specific thing, I can just cross it off, and when I get a row, column or a diagonal line, I can reward myself with stickers or something else like that. Now I'm going to show you the themes. Theme for February is heart. March is botanical presses and greenery. Next, for April, I've got stationery because school starts in April. Then I've got May. The theme for May is lemon. The theme for June is vacation, so I've used a seashell background. And I'm using palm leaves for the mood tracker. July is sunflowers. August is croissants and cafe. September is pancakes. October is autumn and pumpkin. November is coffee. And December is hot chocolate and gingerbread man. I'm going to be making a few gingerbread mans in the background. Next, after all the months, I've got these book trackers. So basically, I'll stick the cover of the book I read and outline the stars with my black pen and rate the book. After this, I've got a reading tracker. It's like a shelf, and every time I read a book, I'm going to color one on my shelf. Then I've got a book bingo, and as I get a bingo, I can color the book on the shelf as well. And every time I get a row or column or diagonal, I'm going to gift myself with more reading material. Then I got a book dress with some reading genres, and I'm going to color in each of the shapes here. So if the top shape it's purple and the genre of the book I read is purple, I'm going to fill this shape using the same color. Here I've got 7 genres: fiction, thriller, romance, mysteries, fantasy, horror, and adventure. Then I got a 45 book challenge. The main goal is to read 45 books in this year, and I'll write the day I started and the day I finished. I'm going to be reading a lot this year. Next, I got an alphabet challenge. So suppose I read a book which starts with the letter P. So I'll just fill the letter, and I'll try to read the book with all the letters. Now I got book of the year, and every month I'll be selecting 2 books, out of which I'll select a book, and the 3 I'll select one book between them, and out of the 2 books left, I'm going to select a book, and that book will be the winner. Then I got a movies watched page where I'm going to write the names of the movies I watched. I got another alphabet challenge which works in the same way, but for movies. Then I got an art and craft tracker. So suppose I made a bookmark, so I will just color a circle and write bookmark. I've got 3 of these, and then I've got an art and craft bingo. I'll try and do all of these things, and I'm going to be making videos doing these. I absolutely love my bullet journal. Now for markers, I'm going to show you the markers I use. I use Ohuhu alcohol markers, and these come with color swatches. These are double tips. One is brush and the other one is chisel or broad. And these are the 2 color swatches that we got. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and bye.